Hey, I'm Misano. Welcome back to MotoGP 17 and the manager career we are heading into the final third of the season. These races rise and we're heading to the Misano World Circuit. Marco Simoncelli. As here we are around a very tricky track. Do not expect to do that well around, even though the first section should be suiting our bike, but the second section maybe not. We will find out in this qualifying effort. We had a very good qualifying last season, but didn't back it up in the race after a titanic battle with Olivier Loy, the Belgian rider. He's definitely our main rival in this series. It seems like he stepped above the rest, like Danilo and Binder. But of course, MacDonald is hoping to have rivals that are a bit higher up the grid. This time around, he's kind of got used to it in the middle part of the season, kind of dropped off slightly in Silverstone though. He can bounce back once again, despite achieving the race objective though. All the sponsors did not achieve our own, personal race objective of scoring points in every round. Did not manage to do that. But this is the first career mode episode I've recorded since the latest patch. I recorded the last recorded about a week ago. And for reference, that was the 2nd of July. The patch came out on the 4th of July, which provided loads of bug fixes apparently for manager career. Random weather is now apparently working, so we'll actually see some wet weather maybe. They've also introduced tests which help with the R&D, which you may sound familiar if you played MotoGP games before, because that's what used to happen, say MotoGP 15 or 14, when you used to upgrade areas on your bike. You used to do a test of like Mugello, and that would help develop parts of the bike. So very good to see that's come in, and it seems like Misano are really fleshing out this mode to do a 49-1. It makes you wonder why they rushed the game out. If they had all of this stuff in the pipeline, why did they not just wait a month, until now where there's a bit of a break, release the game, then we can, enjoy it in perhaps more of its full guise rather than, the rushed out effort we got. But still, very good mode, and very good to see Misano actually doing improvements and implementing them in the game. Let's see what we've done in qualifying. Oh, we've nearly just snatched pole. Once again, MacDonald the master over one lap by over half a second from Finati and Canet. I thought this track wouldn't be good for us, but look at that. Marvellous effort from MacDonald once again in qualifying round. Misano has Mears 4th, Martin 5th, Bullock 6th, McPhee 7th, DJ Antonio 8th, Anthony in 9th, Minero in 10th with Bastian 11th, Otel in 12th, and then the next Peugeot's Kornfeld in 18th, top Menders 20th for Della Portia. And right at the back is our teammate by 11,000 for a second ahead of finish, Patrick. So unlike last year, or last season, can Dan MacDonald back up his qualifying performance in the race? Yes, here we are looking at the grid, and look how majestic it is, with light blue still at the top. As looking further down the field, you've got your usual suspects in the top 10. There's Rodrigo in 13th, leading the 5th ahead of Nuridin and Loy. Hopefully we won't have Loy alert this race, because if we do, that indicates it's gone badly once again. So on the 9th row, we've got Bone Herrera and Arenas together, and on the back row, there is Magnum alongside Finnish Patrick and Tuba. As everyone's running wide there on the warm-up lap. Let's see what's going to happen at the race start. As MacDonald is strapping in, well, it should be a fantastic race. Finati alongside, good qualifying from the Italian, and Canet on the outside of the front rows. We've got a clean line of sight to that first corner. Will remain as the lights appear and go out for the 6th lap race. Finati got a fantastic start. Canet as well. As a dig into the inside, it's not a long run to the first corner, so hopefully hold off Mir as he cut the inside line. Oh, the Spaniard pushes us wide. Down the 4th, got in the power slightly early there as well. But it's worked out in the second part as you get back up into 3rd. Now we're going to try and spot a breaking point. think we did well there. Can sneak past Fenati as well. Can he sneak past Canet onto the back straight? Not quite. The Spaniard holds on. But MacDonald's in the slipstream, hunting the lead on this opening lap. Look at that. This Peugeot's got grunt now. He says upgrades do not do anything. Oh, I should have paid attention to upgrades earlier. As MacDonald leads, but Canet tries to get the switch back. Oh, but look at that drive out the corners. But look, there's ahead of Fenati for third. As here goes MacDonald. Oh, and here comes Canet. Force ride by the Spaniard, and here comes Berger from nowhere. Up into second. Martin in fourth ahead of McPhee. Fenati dropping like a stone on his opening lap. Very surprising from the Italian. So is Mir. After a very good start, as here comes MacDonald with a fast right down the inside of Berger. And the next fast right down the inside of Canet, but he's got too excited. They run wide, so is Canet. That's allowed Berger to take the lead, has it? So here comes Fenati, McPhee, Mir. Look at this gaggle out the front on this opening lap down the inside of Berger, not quite. As Fenati takes the lead, just as I say, he's dropping like a stone. Look what he's done in his final sector. Let's go out the final corner for the first time in this race. Look at this crazy gang up front. We've got a wild bunch. And hopefully all survive to the end. Might not if Canet keeps doing that though. That's all. We get into the back of the Spaniard. And MacDonald does not like that. Dives right back by into the second left. That's all. Shall I say that first left? The second corner. Definitely spotting our braking into that tight. Right, pretty well. Let's now we set it up for the back straight. Oh, and look at that run for MacDonald. He's getting more slipstream past Berger. Can he get it off Fenati as well? Oh, we definitely found our favourite spot in the circuit, haven't we? That's all. Braking way too deep though. Just about holding on to the track. As you've got the Spaniards battling for the title and robbing handlebars on the track. They retain third place. He's got a couple of Italians in front, a couple of Spaniards behind, and here we are stuck in the middle. For third, are we? Now here comes Canet down our inside as Berger takes the lead from Fenati. We've got a former Sky Italia rider against the Sky Italia rider. What a fantastic battle up there. He's using loads of curb in that first right. Now we're looking to the inside for the second right, and oh, bashing Canet. This time we don't run right into the... Oh, Canet. He's doing a lie on us. Forcing his way by when there was no room. What are you doing to us, Canet? As we're coming to the end of the second lap, we're still in third place. But remember what happened in Mugello earlier this season. It was looking so good at this stage, and then it fell apart in the second half of the race. We're looking to continue this though. Drake a bit deeper into the first corner. That worked out well. Now we're not going to do what we couldn't do on like the Saxon ring. Maintain that pace on the final lap. Or in Brno. And be challenging right at the end. Also Kota as well as another example. So MacDonald's now kind of getting used to this position. Let's see if the experience of those previous encounters pay off here. He can get it right in the second half of the race. But we've still got a couple of laps to go before we set that up. We're just looking to cling onto the tail of the top two here. It's got me and Canet behind. And this is very different from last year's race, isn't it? Very good to see as well. So covering it inside from Canet. Oh, but the Spaniard's still trying to get into us. Canet, are we going to have words after the race like we did with Loy last season? As here comes the Spaniard down the inside on the run to the first right-hander. We're going to cut back down his inside into the second right maybe, as here comes Mir as well. Not quite. Into the third right. Oh yes, beautiful MacDonald. We're still wary of Fenati and Berger trying to get away at the front. Look at that, almost a second lead for that hairpin. We don't want to get that more than a second, you know. Keep on their tail. Oh, that's not helping, no. Running right in the final corner. You can feel the bike shaking. Still after going wide in that corner, but on to the fourth lap. Oh, we're pushing Canet wide. MacDonald not happy at all with the Spaniard as got the Italian doing the fast lap, 47.1. As we drop down to a fourth, we've let Mir by, helping the Spaniards' championship chances. MacDonald's impartial, of course. But he would like Mir to win, maybe. After this race, as get another good run onto this back straight. As I told you, I didn't want that second gap, and look what's happened to the top two. They're over a second in front. So got to do some moves on this fourth and fifth lap. We want to be in with a hunt for the win on that final lap. So we're already thinking about that. It's going to try and block off Canet. Oh, look at that. Dive from the Italian, but we dive right back on the Spaniard even. Would have thought I knew his nationality by now. After all the battering we've done this race, it had just been the Canet MacDonald show. But the Italian taking it down the inside, the fast right. Oh, look how aggressive that is. Pushed us right, he's now at Antonetti by. Oh, and he's outbraked himself. Using the runoff, MacDonald. As Danillo's down behind. And that's another improvement that the latest patch has brought, that riders do unforced errors, our opponents now. So you may see a few more crashes in races as we come to the end of the fourth lap. And oh, we're losing sight of the podium. I want to get in the battle for the win. But Canet just battling us everywhere. Now he's brought Antonetti along for the ride. We know what Antonetti's like. Don't want that as well. Oh, it's a good first section there. There's Guevara's down as well, the Spaniards. Maybe not scoring any points here. It's definitely that first section is strong for us. Look at that run onto the back straight. It's like we're on the first lap all over again. And hopefully that's built some breathing room on Antonetti behind. So now we can concentrate on the top three. It's nicely into the hairpin. As Canet dives into fifth. Oh, we're going to be careful into this right-hander. Oh, beautifully into the apex. Look at this, when we're not battling. Hitting apexes for fun. We're keeping up with the front three just about. But I can hear someone coming. Here comes Antonetti into the fast right. Aggressive from the Italian. Looking to impress on that KTM. Braking a bit earlier into that right. But it means we actually hit the apex for once. And haven't run wide on the exit. Just getting a run out the corner. There's over a second gap to Mir. He's now hunting down Fanati for second, as you can see in front. Just about get the bike into the final corner on this penultimate lap. Just one lap to go in Misano, and that is why Mir's challenge. He's done the fastest lap as the Spaniard. As oh, here comes the Italian on the other Sky VR46 bike. Looking for fourth. We get back by Fanati down to third. Mir on a charge. Not the only one. So we run right in the right-hander. Oh, we're down! No! Get going, MacDonald. Oh no, it's Lawyer alert. I told you if we had Lawyer alert, it went badly, and it... I don't know, just ran right on the curb, got on the power, and the bike just did not like it. As in front of Loy, is that DJ Antonio Fanati's teammate? Down outside the top 10. Not a good race for him, as we got Ramirez 2 seconds back. So in the safe 13th, but once again from pole. Not the race we wanted. But it's to the final lap for the race gods to bite. And it was Di Gianantonio. So there you go. You can take that next right flat out. And oh, we're down again. Over the curb. Donald might not even be scoring points here. It's Nuruddin now has the final point behind Sasaki. We've run wide. And there's no points on the table for MacDonald after a fantastic 5 laps. We're going to cross in bloody 16th. I can't believe that final lap. 2 mistakes all on me. Taking some curb, taking too much curb. Then in the end, Mir charged to that victory by a 10th of a second from Berger. Fenati holds on to the final podium spot ahead of Canet. Antonelli rounds out the top 5. Oteo rounds out the top 10 of Di Gianantonio, Loy, Ramirez, Rodrigo, and Nuruddin the final point by over a second from MacDonald. Even our fastest lap in that race, 47.5, half a second off. Not the greatest, but that was so fantastic. Until that final lap, as top Mahindra goes to Della Porti in 20th where he started. Our teammate was not last by 4,000th of a second from finish. Patches, Dino down there in 30th and Guerrero 31st after their falls. We got a race objective at least. You're getting credits at least, but another race from pole. Stop qualifying on pole. That's my lesson for the rest of the season. When I qualify on pole, the race doesn't turn out well. Aim for the second row, maybe. So for the championship, that means Canet leads by 22 points from Mir. The Spaniard bring back some more points on his fellow countryman there. As Berger in third, 33 points back after another fantastic result with Martin in fourth. Fenati rounding out the top 5. Rounding out the top 10 is Antonelli. He gets into it just by a single point ahead of his fellow countryman Di Gianantonio, with MacDonald in 12th, but dropping back now from the top 10, 28 points back of Antonelli. As further down, we've got 21 riders scored so far this season. Dale Porter's up to 26th now in the championship, while our teammate is last. As in the constructors standings, Honda lead KTM by 72 points, with Peugeot in a solid third and Mahindra yet to score. So we have unlocked a new rider from 1996. I believe that's 125cc rider we have unlocked. But look at that weekend recap. After another fantastic qualifying in Misano, it's just not turned out well in the race. At least for 5 laps it did. Just that final lap bit us in the arse. But he still achieved our race objective while our teammate, less said the better, about him. As MacDonald improves his braking, corner and body position, while our teammate improves their throttle management and body position. And we earned some credits from this weekend, but quite a lot of reputation. So we've got an activity to do and a test. Yes, a test. They've been introduced in the latest updates. I said at the beginning of the episode, very good to see, which should help with the R&D for our brakes, if I remember correctly. And look, the garage is different. We've got our bike list now, so we can cycle through the different bikes. If we ever get, a Moto2 bike, you can select that instead of the Moto3. That's a nice little addition. And here is R&D, as we are trying to improve our engine. That's it, not the brakes. Of course, we're trying to improve the engine for this Peugeot. It definitely worked out around Misano, getting some good slipstream down that back straight, as I accidentally exited manager mode. So let's go to the activity and the test. As for the activity, we can do some social networking, do a sponsor bonus, 100% interview, get some race credits, 100% bonus, got an evening, get 400 reputation, go to gym, do abs and back muscles, get 100 XP for riders cornering, or do the test session, which gives a bonus of 2 weeks on the developing part. So beat the time goal and attain a bonus for the bike's development. Let's do it on our Peugeot. So here we are, background Misano, and we're going to try and beat a 153.259 so we can improve that engine part by a further 2 weeks. We should leave only 2 weeks left to develop it after we've done this test. So we definitely achieved that race time, or that time in the race, and in qualifying definitely. So, should be well within our grasp to achieve it in this test session. Very nice to have it back. And it just feels like this manager career is just a bit more fleshed out now. It's a bit less repetitive, and now they've applied various fixes in the latest patch, apart from adding tests, adding rider falls as well. And I'll say right at the beginning, I just hope they release the game, a month later, milestone, not just for this game, for MXGP 3 as well. Because that motocross game got nailed by the release of this game. It was only a couple of weeks difference. Just need to spread out your releases, milestone. It would be much better, especially for your marketing department, so they can hype up the releases without treading on each other's toes there. Trying to build a hype for one game and then have another game come out almost immediately after. Especially when these seem to be only 2 game releases this year, with Gravel perhaps coming out early next year or very late this year. So yeah, maybe you would have just helped yourself out there, milestone. But again, not everyone's going to be playing both games like I am, or sometimes you got fans that are just MXGP fans and not MotoGP fans, and vice versa as well. So maybe there's not a lot of overlap, but then they're both bike games, and we did an illegal lap time. The next lap will be invalidated. What? As we did a 48.4, so we can definitely beat the lap time in question. This just gives me more time to raffle, I guess. Also in the latest patch from the 4th of July, they added online stability, from what I could tell. They've done it the last couple of patches. Apparently online's had a bit of issues. No surprise there for a milestone game. And also they've made it so that the rider who selects actually, rider style. And also fixed the bug on an achievement as well. So quite a lot of fixes coming from Milestone for this game in the first month, which is very good to see. In the past, Milestone have been extremely slow to react to games, trying to fix them, or not even fix them at all. A couple of years ago, that's what they used to really do, on the MotoGP games, World Rally Championship games. Not really bother to patch them, once or twice, and then that's it, move on to the next game. Now, like lastly, like we saw with MXGP 2, like we saw with the Ducati game, even though that's a minor release, really. As they had Valentino Rossi the game coming out a week later, so once again, spread out your releases, Milestone. Help yourself. But we saw with Ride 2, the marquee game of the last year, even over Valentino Rossi the game, and especially no Rally Evo, which again, another game which kind of got rugged under the carpet, especially no Rally Evo. Built a lot of hype, in 2015, then the game got delayed to last year. And when the game came out, not many people really liked it, even though it seems like it has got a fantastic amount of content, and I am considering playing it for this channel in the future. I want to go back there and revisit it. As it did look like a decent game on the outside, but especially for its rally stages, which perhaps the most realistic representation of rally stages ever, maybe. The rallies they chose, the technique Milestone used. Has he still got an invalid lap? Did I run ride on this lap, or am I confusing the laps I'm doing at the moment? Because I'm definitely getting practice around this Misano circuit. Why couldn't I have this test before the race? God damn it. So I'm going to at least think this circuit's okay now. I did actually not really like it in previous games. I think it's okay now. Same as in real life, I'm not the biggest fan of the circuit. Let's go into that hairpin. But yeah, fantastic support for right at the end of the year from Milestone. And then for this game as well, they're bringing out content for MXGP3 as well recently. They released the Supercross DLC. Apparently is not that good though, but at least they're still supporting MXGP3. You know, that's still got major issues of online as well, and needs more content. So, need some more DLC, perhaps. It's still good to see Milestone stepping up their game in the last year. They've virtually given up with the company. Now that's why it took me a long time to play Valentino Rossi the game, and basically just gave up showing off the MotoGP games on this channel. But yeah, they definitely changed the corner with variety of the new game engine as well, Unreal 4. Already seen what they can do with MXGP3. Can't wait to see what they can do with MotoGP on that game engine, especially with this base. You know, the manager career, the rider career. Maybe include more historic bikes as well. Hopefully the game's better optimised than it is on PC than it has been with this engine, as once again you've seen in previous videos how choppy the frame rate can be in this game, especially when you're recording. And there's not many options to, you know, help smooth that out. Definitely are more options with the Unreal 4 engine. So we go into the corner, now into the final corner. We should finally be able to do this challenge. Do not run wide though. There we go, hit the apex and squirt it out there. There we go. We do like a 148. Oh, just into the 49s, but look at that. Improves our engine. You know, waiting time for 4 weeks. Cuts it in half to 2 weeks. Very good. Very worthwhile doing the testing. And as I said, nice addition. Good to see that manager career has been fleshed out by Milestone here with the latest patch. As now we've just got 1 week to wait. And so we're going to get our engine upgrade after the next round around the Motorland Aragon circuit. And MacDonald's target once again is up to race is up to 20th. Can we achieve it there like we barely did in Misano in this episode? Find out next time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then.